The officer almost kept driving. It was just another cold evening, the kind that turned the streets of the city quiet and gray. His shift had been long, filled with noise, complaints, and the usual things that slowly hardened a person. But something at the corner of his eye made him tap the brakes. A young girl. She couldn't have been older than 16. She was digging through a trash bin, her hands trembling in the freezing air. A worn-out blanket was wrapped tightly around her shoulders, and strapped to her chest was a baby. The officer frowned, stepping out of his car. He had seen poverty before. He had seen struggle, but something about this felt different. "Hey," he called gently, walking closer. "What are you doing out here?" The girl froze. For a moment, it looked like she might run. But then she slowly turned around, her eyes wide, tired, and scared in a way no child's eyes should ever be. I'm just looking for bottles," she said quietly. "I won't make a mess. I promise." The officer's chest tightened. "It's freezing," he said. "Where are your parents?" She looked down at the baby, adjusting the blanket carefully around the tiny face. "I don't have anyone," she whispered. He had heard that answer before, too many times, but something in her voice didn't sound rehearsed or defensive. It sounded broken. "What about the baby?" he asked. She hesitated. Then she looked up at him, and her eyes filled with tears. She had clearly been holding back for too long. "He's my brother." The words hit him harder than he expected. "I take care of him," she continued softly. Since our mom didn't wake up." The officer felt something shift inside him. The noise of the city faded. The cold didn't matter anymore. "How long?" he asked. "A few weeks," she said. "I tried to stay at home, but we got kicked out. I couldn't pay the rent." The baby stirred slightly, letting out a soft cry. Instinctively, she rocked him, whispering gently, even though her own hands were shaking from the cold. "I'm trying," she said quickly, almost as if she needed to convince him. "I find bottles. I get a little money. Buy milk. Sometimes people give food. I'm trying. I really am." Her voice cracked completely. I just don't want him to be hungry." The officer had faced dangerous situations before. He had seen crime, anger, even violence. But nothing had ever made his heart feel this heavy. He crouched down to her level. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lena," she replied. "And his Adam." He nodded slowly, taking a deep breath. "Lena, why didn't you ask for help?" She gave a small, sad smile. "Because people don't listen," she said. "Or they say they'll help, and then they don't come back." That sentence shattered something inside him. For a moment, he couldn't speak. Then, without another word, he took off his jacket and gently placed it around her shoulders, making sure it covered the baby too. "You're coming with me."